Hello everyone, welcome back to the Harry Potter Save. So today is an exciting one because we are making Rubeus Hagrid, the groundskeeper at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Very excited for this one. Hagrid in itself is very challenging to make, just because in the books and in the movies, he's so massive. And I just felt like I wanted to jump in and just completely go ham on absolutely everything. I was really determined to get it correct, and I feel like the end result was actually quite really good. So as you can see, I am going through. Hagrid is of course a rancher, and I think I played around with him being nosy and also self-conscious, but in the end I just went good, loyal, and a rancher because I wanted something to do with, his love of animals, his loyalty to Dumbledore. So as you can see, I did some randomizing until I hit on something that just felt right. And then we are going in, and I am starting with his incredibly bushy eyebrows. I wanted to get it very correct, as always. I try and get up a picture of the characters from the movies, and I just see what sort of characteristics they've got going on. Hagrid has very bushy eyebrows, but they're not actually that long, so I have to go through and sort of, fiddle with it. I wanted to get his nose really correct. I feel like I haven't made a single Harry Potter Save character yet that didn't have a massive nose. So except for maybe Harry, I am looking forward to making some normal noses in the future ones. I'm not sure who I'm going to make next. I think generally I'm going to just go as the movie goes. So we start out with Harry and the Dursleys, and then Hagrid enters the scene, and then I think it has to be the Burrow next. I've been looking forward to it. I've been planning it. So I am getting ready to make a very massive family of gingers because they won't even all fit in the one household. Unfortunately, you can only fit 8 in The Sims 4, so we're going to have to be a bit creative on who we actually pick out. Bill and Charlie might have to not make the cut. They will be created, of course, just not all at once. I might have to sort of make them later. But as you can see, I am moving along with Hagrid. I'm trying to get his hair right, but obviously there's only one option for Hagrid's hair. It had to be the biggest, it had to be the bushiest and the curliest. I did go back and forth because I was a little unsure about his hair color. I feel like it was black but also brown, and then towards the end of the series he had such lovely silver and grey in there, so I sort of had to find a happy medium. Obviously I am adding blush to his cheeks just to give him that sort of ruddy but also outdoorsman look, and this is me just going in and adding all the body hair. I felt actually a little bit awkward. I'm like, I don't want to see Hagrid naked, this feels weird. But here we are. I gave him some scars and some bite marks, not too many mind you, but enough, just because I feel like Hagrid sort of overestimates what is going on with the animals if they're actually going to attack him. He would of course never ever blame the animals. He's a bit like Steve Irwin in that way. So he would never blame the animals. He would say we're going into their habitat, their territory. If they were attacking, they were just defending their territory, and they're young and everything. So even if Hagrid has a few scars from like animals and stuff, never ever hold it against him. I feel like I loved the horse ranch clothes on Hagrid. While they're not his usual brown on brown on brown, it's layered, it's dirty, and it's got that lovely long trench coat, so I think it's a happy medium. And I just love his beard, and I try and go a bit sort of very earth tones with his clothes, no like jewelry or anything like that, just very basic. And his shoes always had to be the absolute bulkiest because Hagrid in the movies obviously wears these massive boots. He's never in sort of like runners or anything, so you just sort of have to go with the illusion that he's massive. I also put like tattoos on his hands, but they're not actually tattoos, they're sort of like dirt marks. And I love that because obviously he's a groundskeeper, he's getting his hands dirty, and he is just, oh my god, the bathers section. The swimwear section. I toyed around with giving him a bandana, but I thought, no, or a cowboy hat. Hagrid is not wearing hats. He's not that kind of person. So as you can see, we're just doing his summer wear. That one I probably struggled with the most, just because it's like you never ever see Hagrid in any kind of warm weather. It's England. It's Scotland and England. It's not hot. But we're coming to the end of it now, and I'm really happy with how he turned out. Of course, I'm going to add in his animal creatures as well. So he will definitely be getting Fang in there as well. And I also gave him a horse. I sort of toyed with the idea of trying to do a unicorn, but I couldn't do it. So I had to sort of just make it work. He's also going to have a cow, and some chickens, and I'll just try and fit as many animals into his area as I possibly can, because Hagrid would want to hold on to every single animal in the whole wide world. And here we are doing Fang. I had to sort of fiddle with his colouring and everything, and then his lovely collar, and I made him cowardly so he's in character and everything. And yep, here's the horse. So obviously this is me discovering that you cannot in fact do unicorns, which was sort of heartbreaking. I would have loved to have done one, but yep, this is just me finishing it off, and I'm so happy with how these all turned out. Of course, next I am making Hagrid's hut. It's already made at the time of this recording, and I love it. I've actually quite impressed myself. I've never done Hagrid's hut before, and I just sort of went for it, and it turned out so charming, and I put it in the perfect spot and everything, so I can't wait to show that. But yes, this is definitely the introduction into all the magical creatures and all the characters within the Harry Potter save. So it's we've finally gotten out of the Dursleys and we're into the magical world now. So looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.